Hi, I'm Jeff Sangstack. In this module I'm going to introduce you to After Effects CC. I'll start off in this lesson by explaining what After Effects can do. Then I'll go on from there to show you how to set up the exercise files that we've provided for your use throughout this course. And then I'll explain the workflow. Now there is no standard workflow when you're working inside After Effects because there are so many options, but I'll give you a basic overview of the typical workflow that you'll use when you work with After Effects. Then I'll give you a tour of the workspace, the user interface, showing you the panels and frames and other characteristics of the workspace. I'll show you how to customize the workspace to suit your purposes depending on the kind of things you like to do with After Effects. And then I'll walk you through a mini project just to give you a feel of how After Effects works. So what is After Effects? Well, After Effects is the video production industry standard software for motion graphics, visual effects, and 3D animation. You will find this product in virtually every single video production studio in the world. But now, more and more, it's beginning to show up in corporations because they want to improve the quality of their look. They want to have better looking promotional videos. They want to have a better video presence online. And so After Effects is the tool for that. It is what's called a compositing tool. It layers things like videos, images, and graphics into a single scene. And one way you do that is that you can create transparent areas within clips so you can see whatever's below them in the timeline. You can also apply numerous video effects that can change over time. If you've worked with a product like Photoshop, you know you can blur something. But in After Effects, you can have the blur change gradually over time, just as one example. It's also the go-to text animation tool in the industry. If you see text in motion, it was probably created with After Effects. You can also create and animate shapes, and we're going to work in 3D space in this course. We're going to work with 2D objects, flat objects in 3D space in this course. But you can also create 3D objects in After Effects, and we'll save that topic for a more advanced course. So I want to show you some examples of the things we're going to do with After Effects in this course. Here's an example of compositing. Here are these two college students in front of a green screen, and you probably know that you can make green screens transparent and reveal something else that's behind them or below them here in the timeline. So you make them transparent by applying effects to this particular clip. In this case, we applied 3 effects to this clip to make it transparent. I'm going to reveal that as I go across here. It looks kind of pixelated as I go here. That's just the way it works when you drag across like this. So I made that green screen transparent. I also made a corner here transparent that was not green, and revealed the shot of the California coastline behind them. And that's this image down here in the timeline. The green screen clip is above this one, so we revealed the Pacific coast below them by making the green screen transparent. I'm going to show you some cool effects here just to give you a sense of some of the other effects that you can use. For example, you can animate on this text like this using the glue gun effect. You can have a light burst around your text. You've seen that before probably. You can have what's called a light sweep. Notice the text is beveled. You can bevel text and do other characteristics to text. This is just a still image of water, but you can make it look like it's raining on the water using the drizzle effect. There's an effect called Particle World, which creates these particles, which you can animate in many, many ways. You can also composite things this way. Here's some text with a stained glass, with some colorful thing there, all put into 3D space in a sphere and animated like so. So this is a way to composite things and animate them as well. Text animation is a huge part of After Effects. You can animate text on the screen, you can animate it while it's on the screen, and you can animate it off like this. All sorts of ways to do this. You can create many kinds of shapes and animate them over time as well. And you can work in 3D space. We're going to work with 2D objects like this in 3D space. You can create a camera and move the camera through the scene. You can put light on the scene. As you can see, you can have color going through the objects as you move the camera around like so. So these are just a few of the things that you can do with After Effects, and we'll cover all of these in this course.